we just saw the coolest thing ever. Something I've never seen on the trail before. But 6 foot hurt something, and over to the right, I thought it was a squirrel, but making noise in a tree, but it's a bear. And it was going down the tree fast. I didn't realize that a bear can shimmy down a tree that fast until I seen it. So they can. I've never seen one like that. Couldn't get on video. It's very foggy. You can see how foggy it is up here. And it was so fast I never had a chance to even get my phone out. So we're at a Cosby Campground, and we parked at the campground, and we're doing a big loop today, about 16 miles roughly. We're going up a low gap trail to the AT, turning left on the AT and going to Mount Cammerer, then on past there, and then down lower Mount Cammerer Trail. I think that's how you say it. I'm not real sure. So loop hike, one car at the campground, which is kind of nice. We thought the sun might be out, but nothing yet, just fog. White fog, maybe clouds, I don't know. So low gap trail is very nice, but it's a relentless climb the whole way from the time we left. We're getting close to the end of it. It's been steep, not terrible, not like Lost Cove or anything like that, but pretty steep, but it's in good shape. All right, we're gonna continue on. That's a cool looking tree. This is what the trail looks like. We're still on a low gap trail. Trying to catch back up to 6 foot. She's right up there in the fog. It's been a really nice trail. So we're almost to the AT. And then I think it's a couple miles from there to the tower. So we'll try to get some of that. It's looking like we're not gonna have a view though. But, oh well. Marking off some trails.
We hit 300 miles finally.
Yeah,
right here.
That's our announcement here at Mount Cammerer. We crossed 300 today, right here. Not any view today, but sure is pretty. It's a whiteout. Okay, we're gonna go up here and check it out. Well, not much of a view. Sun's trying to poke out a little, but who knows? We just left Mount Cammerer, whatever it's called, and we're back on the AT going down. There's 6 foot.
I had frost in my hair.
She had frosty hair.
It's falling out.
You can see
now.
there's a lot of, let's see if we can get to, there's a lot of frost and stuff. It's pretty cold. I did some research on Mount Cammerer. So this mountain used to be called White Rock because there's a lot of white rocks up on the top. I think it said on some North Carolina maps it's called Sharp Top as well. So, but originally White Rock. And then in the 30s, they built that fire tower on the top there, and they renamed this mountain Mount Cammerer after Arno Cammerer, who was the director of the National Park Service in the 30s. So it's been known as Mount Cammerer ever since then. I read where they manned that fire tower until the 60s, and then after that they used other methods, I guess, to detect fires, and the tower just went into disrepair after that. But in 1996 they restored the tower, rebuilt it to what you see now up there. And I also read that this was a real popular area for moonshiners. Even that Popcorn Sutton guy was bootlegging moonshine through this area. Popcorn Sutton, yeah. This is kind of his area, I guess. So so bootlegging moonshine. So anyway, that's kind of some neat history on how this mountain was named and how the tower got there. So I thought I'd share that. I mentioned we're back on the AT now, so we're heading down to the lower Mount Cammerer Trail, and we're gonna hike that one back to the car. So we still got a good ways to go. They've got a cool wall on the side of the trail here on the AT. I don't know who built that. It's kind of neat.
Yeah, it is.
I meant to mention in the previous video that they built that fire tower in 1937. It was the CCC, the Civilian Conservatory Corps, or whatever it's called. They built the camp there in Cosby, and that's where they used as like a base camp, and around that time is when they built all of these trails in this area, and is now known as the Cosby Campground, and that's where we were at there. But yeah, I wanted to add that from the previous video, which was kind of some cool history. All right, we're gonna get back to hiking here. This is we're still on the AT. We haven't got to lower Mount Cammerer yet. Using 6-foot phone now because mine died for some reason. I don't know what's going on. All right, let's hike. Sun's trying to pop out a little, finally. We're still on the AT section. This has been a really pretty section of the AT. We're almost to the lower Mount Cammerer Trail now. So we've seen a lot of people today, actually probably about 15 people or so total. It's been a lot of people on the trails, both directions. But this section is really pretty. I wanted to get it on video. Most of the leaves are off the trees now, but there's still some pretty yellows and golds here and there. But the trail's kind of covered with leaves now. All right, we haven't ate yet, so we're gonna take a break and have a little lunch. Oh, looks like we're here. Well, there you go. We made it to the next intersection here. Let me get it on video. Lower Mount Cammerer Trail is our next one. we're gonna finish that one today. So that'll be trail number 73 for us.
Jeez, 7.5 miles left.
Yeah, it's a big one. Yeah, here we go.
Ooh. That's a lot of miles still.
We're on the lower Mount Cammerer Trail. We're stopping, gonna grab something to eat. There's a little old historical graveyard right here. Wanted to get a video of it. These things are everywhere in the Smokies, I've noticed. But nothing, no headstones or anything, or headstones, no headstones with writing or anything on this one. Oh, there's one over there on the other side. These things are so interesting. Think about these people, who they were, how they lived back in the day. Estes, G. Estes, son of S.D. and Minnie Phillips. Born on August the 3rd, 1910, died November 2nd, 1912. Little baby, wow. All right, well, we're gonna have us a little lunch and then head on down the trail. We're getting close to about 10 miles. This lower Mount Cammerer Trail's been perfect, flat, easy. Piece of cake so far. All right, let's eat. This is campsite 35. It goes down through there as well. And there was another section above it there where the trail wraps around. So they kind of, campground 35 is kind of scattered out different places. But this main section down here is pretty big. It's got a lot of tent pads, a lot of fire rings. I see at least 2 sets of bear cables, it looks like, as well. So pretty big one. We're still on lower Mount Cammerer Trail now, and this has been pretty much how it's been the whole way. Just a lot of leaves on the trail, but the elevation is very kind of flat, it's not a steep grade, a shallow grade, so it's been a nice walk. Not strenuous at all, up or down. So I think we got about 3 miles or so left. We're around 12 and a half, 13 miles, somewhere around that range. And the sun's out, of course, after we get down from Mount Cammerer. But yeah, that's pretty typical. All right, well, we're just cruising on into the car now. Nothing really left to see, so I'll try to get a picture of the sign at the end there. All right, I'm gonna catch up with 6 Foot. She's always flying on down the trail.